Bonjour, it's Théo. The castle just behind me inspired the Château de Versailles. It's called the Château de Vaux-Le-Vicomte and today we're gonna visit it. I'm working with them for a collab on Instagram, but I wanted to make a video for YouTube because it's a beautiful castle. I used to go there a lot when I was a kid because it's close to my parents' house and it's a magnificent place that inspired the Château de Versailles because it was built just before. It's part of the French history and I can't wait to show you this place. Let's go! So you have the chateau right there, and just behind it, a beautiful French garden that we're gonna see just after. But the visit of today starts with another room of the castle, with all the items for the horse and the cars at that time. The Château de Vaux-Le-Vicomte is not in Paris, but it's in the Parisian region. You can access it by the train and maybe some bus or taxi, and it's a beautiful place to visit if you want to discover a hidden gems that not that many people know about. You will start your visit by this place, this squared part of the castle. I'm with my family today, but I lost them to film the intro of this video at the castle. I need to find them. You get inside in the dark and you can see many of the transport that were used at that time and even after. Like this one is from the 19th century. What is really nice with the Château de Vaux-Le-Vicomte is that you will find a lot of reconstitution. So they remake the part of the life at that time to make you immerse inside this history of France. This is the castle that inspired Versailles, and I can't wait to tell you all the history of Versailles and how it was made, because there is a lot of drama about the French history. So stay for the end of this video to discover everything. It's time to get inside the castle because it's the best part. I went there when I was like, I don't know, 9-10 years old. It's been a while. Look at that. It looks like old apartments, you know, like a castle where people live in. Just behind me in this place, you can find the family tree of Nicolas Fouquet, who was the owner of this castle, the Château de Vaux-Le-Vicomte. And there is a big drama about this castle, a sad drama that I'm gonna tell you. Nicolas Fouquet was the surintendant des finances. He was like the Ministry of Economy, of Finance in the kingdom at the time of Louis XIV, Louis XIV, who was a famous king of France, one of the greatest and the most important, maybe the most powerful at that time. And Nicolas Fouquet was really rich. He was the Minister of Economy, he was rich, he had a lot of network and power, and he built this castle and made a big party to celebrate the king, and he invited the king at this party. The king discovered the beautiful Château de Vaux-Le-Vicomte, the size of the castle, and the king get jealous because he was thinking that Nicolas Fouquet was maybe too powerful. So he decided to put Nicolas Fouquet in jail for life and to build Versailles, the Château de Versailles, to have an even bigger castle. The good thing is that the castle is really immersive, so you can get into this story, this history of France. You can visit the castle with some audio guides in the headphone, or also read the little signs with all the history of Nicolas Fouquet. Fun fact also about Nicolas Fouquet, the guy who arrested him was D'Artagnan, the hero of the Three Musketeers, because he really existed in real life. In the castle you have a lot of little corridors like that. It really looks like a small house, you know, a small old house. I just visited many bedrooms. Really interesting to see like all the decorations, like they were not minimalist at all at that time. Like all the rich people had some tapestry on the walls everywhere, a lot of colors and little patterns everywhere. I know that in France this castle is used for many shootings. When you want to shoot at Versailles and to have like the decor of the outside of Versailles, you go to the Château de Versailles. But when you want an inside of a castle at that time of the history, for historical TV shows or film, you can go and shoot at the Château de Vaux-Le-Vicomte. Now we're gonna explore the dome. This is the highest spot of the Château de Vaux-Le-Vicomte, and you can have a beautiful view over the garden, so I can't wait to get upstairs. Just behind me you can rent a suit, a costume. It reminds me a lot of memories because when I was younger I rented a costume at that place to be dressed as the people at that time with my little brothers, and the tourists that were visiting were thinking that we were like actors at the Château de Vaux-Le-Vicomte. So it was really funny because people were taking pictures. And you can see inside the original building of the dome. I'm literally inside the dome right now. We are surprised by the bells. So just behind me you have the French garden. It's called the French garden because it's the type of construction you can find with the trees. When it's really flat like that and it looks like a design, like a painting that you can watch from the bird's eye view, it's a French garden. Like it's really flat, really sculpted, and it was made by Lenôtre, who was also the gardener of Versailles. I really feel like a king right now. Like, it's my castle. I'm on my castle, watching my territory. Now the new challenge is to come downstairs. It's good. It's a bit funny to see like a big box with items inside next to a beautiful statue. This is what you have to manage when you have a castle. Okay, it's a bigger place, a bigger room right now. I don't know if it's like an office or bedroom. No, it's not a bedroom. You can see Nicolas Fouquet right there on the wall. It's him. Okay, this place, it's one of the most beautiful. It's really big. It's a beautiful place right there, beautiful room. I don't know if it's like a ballroom. Okay, they're telling on the sign that it was a games room. So just this room is for the games. You can see they know how to host a game. All the rooms have their own vibe, a lot of tapestry, paintings in the wall, also a lot on the ceiling. It really looks like the Louvre. Look at that. This room is crazy. With this incredible painting on the ceiling, it's fabulous. I remember this room when I was a kid. I made a mistake. It's not a painting. It's like a projection on the ceiling that is moving. Because maybe it was the original colors, but with the time, the colors get destroyed and ruined by the time. So they put a projection to let us see what it was before, like the real colors of this place. It's like an old movie that you can watch on the ceiling. It looks really beautiful. To see everything moving like that, it's an immersive experience. I just love that. You can see the colors that are coming. I like that a lot. It's really beautiful. The place is so big for just a small table. And it's good to see that it's not that much crowded. The visit is really calm because many people have their audio guide in the headphone. So you can visit the castle really calmly. You can even go here just alone, you know, and have a really good moment, like you get immersed with the castle in the history of the Château de Vaux-Le-Vicomte and Nicolas Fouquet. It's really nice. You can discover some wax figures doing the scenes in the kitchen with even some sounds, you know, sound effects. Now it's time to get outside to the gardens. You can visit the castle in less than 2 hours. It's peaceful, you can have a calm visit. It's a really good place. And it's not famous enough. I'm really happy to be there at Vaux-Le-Vicomte because I used to go there when I was a kid, and I'm happy to share it with you because it was the place, the monument next to my parents' house that we were visiting a lot when we were kids. And now we're gonna do a picnic in the garden because the gardens are beautiful. The gardens looks like not that big like that, but the length is like 1 kilometer and you take like 30-40 minutes to go to the Hercule statues that is right there. So be careful if you just want to walk and to go to the statue, it takes a lot of time. I have the picnic basket right there. This is really heavy. Let's see what we have in the basket. You can find some bread right here, many salads. We have for 6 persons. Some wine bottles also, and even some dessert that looks delicious. Let's try. Chocolate mousse and raspberry, it's really nice. And the decor with the castle, that is crazy. I'm spending a really good moment right now. Now we are waiting for the fireworks. Every Saturday at 11 p.m. for the summer, they do some fireworks, so I can't wait to see that. It's the end. You can't see me right now. I'm close to a light, a candle on the floor, but you can't see me. The castle is just behind me. It was incredible to make this vlog with you today and to share with you a castle that I really like. Don't hesitate to check Vaux-Le-Vicomte online to visit this castle if you come to Paris. It's in the region of Paris and it deserves the visit because it's a beautiful place. And of course, if you want to explore Paris and discover the French way of life, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. I post every single day, so see you tomorrow.